is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us. You only see poll workers a couple times a year, so it's easy to forget their essential service when it's not election day. But without them, we don't have a democracy, let alone local government.
That's why clerks across Wisconsin are pleading to have their employees get vaccines, and soon, before we hit the next election in less than 2 months now. Gabriella Becerra explains. Gabby?
Eric and Charlotte, poll workers and clerks are wondering why they weren't included in the next round of COVID vaccinations, are now asking the state to reconsider that decision. Wisconsin Supreme Court made it clear last April, elections don't stop for anything, even COVID-19.
It's really something we can't get out of. There has to be in-person voting.
Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald worked 4 elections since the start of the pandemic, plus the November recount.
I had hundreds of people in a room for 9 days, 14-hour days.
That's why he signed his support to vaccinate all election staff next, from clerks to poll workers before the spring election.
Not saying we're more important than anybody else, but in terms of an election and a pandemic, we are on the front lines of both.
The Wisconsin Municipal Clerks Association is asking to be considered essential workers, even forming a resolution that many municipalities across the state are adopting.
It's important to make sure that everybody that wants to get vaccinated has the ability to do so. And as of today, that ability isn't there for us.
That resolution might not be enough to change DHS's vaccination plans, but Town of Oakland Clerk Chris Estrella says it's worth fighting for.
It doesn't matter what it is you're advocating for, but you got to start somewhere.
McDonald says every other profession in Group 1B deserves to be prioritized and doesn't want to take that away. But as the state receives more vaccines, their place in line should be reconsidered.
People have been raising their hand, risking their lives for their democracy. I mean, how many times are we going to ask them to do that before we give them a break?
The Oakland Town Board recently adopted that resolution along with other municipalities across Wisconsin. To read the full thing, you can visit our website, channel3000.com.
All right, Gabby, thank you. Across the state, 6.6% of Wisconsinites have now completed their vaccination series. 14% have gotten at least one shot. 48% of the 65 and older age group have received at least one dose. Almost 10% of Dane County residents have now gotten both doses. 17% have gotten at least a shot. 60% of those 65 and older have received at least one dose.
Today, the FDA announced a third coronavirus vaccine meets requirements to be authorized for emergency use in the U.S. This paves the way for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine to be authorized during an advisory committee meeting on Friday. There are a number of perks with this version of the shot. It's one dose instead of 2, and it doesn't need to be frozen, making shipment and storage easier than the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines that are already on the market. The FDA analysis shows the Johnson & Johnson vaccine isn't as effective as others. It's nearly 67% effective against moderate to severe COVID-19. State and county health officials confirmed 747 new COVID cases today. That is higher than yesterday's count and higher than the 7-day rolling average of 617. 25 more people have died.
Well, the nice weather continues. More sunshine over the next couple days. Let's get your first warn forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Certainly more sun than clouds expected for the next several days. And this afternoon, we saw that nice sunshine coming through. Sunset just a little bit ago, and we still have a fairly clear sky for us right now. Here's a live look at Madison. Temperature-wise, we've already dropped to about 36, and we were at 40 degrees just about an hour and a half ago. So the cooling overnight temperature is starting to settle in with a light breeze expected for us this evening and overnight. 36 in Madison and in Mineral Point, about 38 right now in Lone Rock, and 37 in Janesville. Overall, our radar should stay nice and quiet for today and tomorrow, as this quiet trend certainly is eating away at our snow depth right now throughout the state. You've got to travel quite a bit further north to see significant snow on the ground right now. Now, we might see a little light snow building in before the end of the week. It won't lead to much accumulation, but a few snowflakes swirling around. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Republican leaders in the state say they will move forward with plans to change absentee voting. Speaker Robin Vos says more review is needed, but he says the plan put forth earlier this week in the Senate includes some good things. It would require absentee voters to provide photo ID for every election and limit who can automatically receive absentee ballots each election. Also targets those who are considered indefinitely confined either because of age or disability.
So the idea that we want to go look and say, how do we make sure that every possible person who wants to vote in this state does it lawfully, should be something that has broad, bipartisan, unanimous support. But that's the challenge that we have, that some people seem to think that their side benefits from fraudulent and unlawful voting.
Well, there's yet to be any evidence to suggest widespread illegal voting by anyone. That includes those who are considered indefinitely confined. The governor is expected to veto any such proposals. Another part of the Republican-authored proposal says ballot drop boxes shouldn't be allowed in any locations other than election clerk offices, and another bill would require that only voters, not election officials, could fill out information on absentee envelopes.
The Bruce Company in Middleton is planning to redevelop its garden center and build several multi-family apartment buildings. It will all happen on the company's 16 acres of land in the 2800 block of Parmenter Street. The Bruce Company has been working with the city on designs and submitted conceptual documents yesterday to the Middleton Plan Commission.
It's been a great collaboration. It's new to us, so it was good to be able to just come to the table with our main interest of improving the space and how can we work together, and some real effective brainstorming on what does this look like going forward, and what would be their first suggestions.
The new development will create spaces for businesses to move in. It will also have park-like landscaping and better access to Pheasant Branch Creek. The garden center will remain open during the construction. Starting today, the little guys, the businesses with 20 or fewer employees, will get first dibs at the next round of federal loans.
The 2-week window is intended to give lower-income minority-owned businesses a chance. Christina Laurie spoke to 2 Madison area business owners who already got theirs to find out just how life-saving they can be.
You don't have a streetery and you're capped at 25% occupancy right now. You basically have to take a leap of faith.
It's been a year of local restaurant owners like Joshua Berkson second guessing and saying a whole lot of prayers. The co-founder of Merchant and Lucille qualified for his first PPP loan last April. He took a gamble.
So now you have to be committed to basically opening up again when the marketplace isn't necessarily there for you to do it.
And it paid off. Joshua's been able to keep more than 100 people employed.
We're extremely lucky. Lucille just happens to serve pizza, which has been a huge lifeline for us.
And he's very aware not everyone has that lifeline.
The unknown is what is scary, being a small business owner.
Across town, Kim Schroer owns Fitchburg's Oasis Cafe.
My husband and I have put our entire life into our business.
Kim also treats her employees like family, which made not qualifying for round 1 of PPP so difficult.
If I can't pay my employees, then they can't live. You know, they can't make their house payment.
Kim eventually secured her loan in January during round 2.
If I, as a small business owner, can help keep kind of that consistency, their lifestyle the same, some type of normalcy by coming to work every day and going home and being able to pay your bills, that's awesome.
And with round 3 beginning today, both Kim and Joshua are happy the smallest of the small will also have a chance to survive.
I really respect everyone taking these dollars and kind of taking that leap, knowing that there's a huge appetite for people to go out and spend money, especially post-COVID.
So who exactly qualifies for round 3? First, you must be a small business with fewer than 20 employees. Nonprofits are included in this round. And then your revenue must have fallen by at least 25% since the start of the pandemic. Reporting in Madison, I'm Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
A reminder, the priority access window for round 3 is only open for 2 weeks. It'll close on March 9th.
Coming up next at 6, college students in Platteville are working to make playtime more inclusive. We'll take a look at their playground project aimed at helping nonverbal students interact with their peers.
Get the ultimate appliance deals at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Ultimate Sale. Save big on doorbusters, special buys, and clearance items from the best brands while they last. And special no-interest financing on appliances store-wide at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
You wouldn't pour OJ this way. And you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour. Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
see is important to you. How you see is important to us. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the cheeseburger pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's.
Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week is new and updated for 2021. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course menu at a special price for dining in at the restaurant or for takeout that you can enjoy at home. Dining with a choice. Don't miss Restaurant Week 2021, February 22nd through the 27th. Brought to you by the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, helping veterans, elderly, and disabled neighbors in need. For Restaurant Week menus and details, visit madisonmagazine.com.
Get the ultimate style for the ultimate deal at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Sale. Save big on everything in the store, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices online and in-store. And no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
During Black History Month, you can help support local Black-owned businesses. Madison Eats Food Tours is teaming up with Christine's Kitchen to deliver heat and eat meals. Right now, they're featuring African-inspired menu that consists of a Western African chicken and rice dish, Ethiopian ginger juice, also carrot cake, all made by local restaurants. Organizers say it's a great way to celebrate Black-owned businesses that have been struggling a bit during the pandemic.
It's been amazing because we have really been able to connect with and support a lot of local businesses that, are affected by COVID. A lot of people in the food industry are really affected. We've been able to work with restaurant owners, small food producers, and put about $30,000 back into the businesses last year through the sales of our meal kits.
You can find those meal kits online at christines-kitchens.com.
Shouts of joy and excitement echo out of just about any playground, but not all kids approach them the same way. It's why 2 local college students are putting up special signs at playgrounds and are helping some kids share their inner voice in the process. Brady Mallory reports.
Hello, my name is Jacob.
Jacob Hatfield is 10 years old, a little boy who loves pretzels and car rides.
I live in Platteville, Wisconsin,
where he's a 3rd grade student at Westview Elementary School.
When Jacob was about 3 years old, he was diagnosed with autism.
He's nonverbal and relies on pictures and symbols to communicate.
Because he didn't have any words, we started out using a system of laminated cards.
Gina Repno provides respite care to Jacob while finishing her senior year at UW-Platteville. She asked his mom, Kelly Jo, for help with one of her special education courses.
We could make a difference in people's lives, specifically students or anybody with disabilities.
Hey, Jacob.
I sent Kelly a message asking what would be something that you would like to see either in the school district or in the community that you would just like changed for your sons.
Kelly wanted to see communication boards put outside of playgrounds to give nonverbal students a way to interact with their peers.
If they wanted to play with another friend, they would be able to come up to the board with their friend and point to this this picture that represents play.
So Gina and her classmate Kaylee began researching, designing, and raising money to create the boards.
We got into, I believe, 4 or 5 different school districts, 4 different Wisconsin counties.
A few will be placed outside Platteville School District playgrounds and give Jacob and his classmates a chance to connect.
Me, personally, I have a brother who has a disability, so this is something really close to my heart.
And I think it's great that someone like Jacob, who is nonverbal, can have the opportunity to interact with his peers who are verbal or neurotypical.
Ladies, brava. Jacob recently switched to using an electronic device to help with communication. As for the signs, Gina and Kaylee are hoping to install them as soon as the ground thaws. They are aiming for the beginning of April.
Still ahead at 6, senior year of high school has looked very different this past year. Another barrier during the pandemic means no in-person college tours. We'll share how the new virtual UW-Madison experience is helping students make their college choice without those tours and sunshine and warmer temperatures for the next few days. Dana will have the details. Your first warm forecast coming up.
One of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale, is ending. Come on. Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland, ends Saturday.
Right now is a great time for a fresh start with Feldco.
Get your home improvement project started today and take advantage of 40% off Feldco's energy-efficient windows. Plus, no interest until 2022. Tackle the to-do list early and enjoy the warmer weather ahead.
40% off windows ends soon. Call now. Feldco, improving lives one home at a time.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good. I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway. Right.
Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
We all love reading the magazine, but did you know there's additional exclusive Madison Magazine content here on channel3000.com? Click on Madison Magazine for timely food stories and blogs on the local food scene that don't appear in the magazine. Find arts and entertainment and interesting Madisonians. There are featured columnists and online extras like photo galleries and videos. Channel 3000 and Madison Magazine. Together, they're your one source for all things Madison.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
USPS has selected Oshkosh Defense to build its next-generation environmentally friendly mail delivery vehicle. The Wisconsin-based company will assemble 50,000 to 165,000 delivery vehicles that have more room for packages and modern updates like cameras and collision avoidance systems. USPS describes the deal as the first part of a multi-billion-dollar 10-year effort to switch a portion of its huge fleet to electric vehicles. Many high school seniors are nearing an important life choice. National Decision Day is May 1st.
As college acceptance letters roll out, college-bound students decide where they want to spend the next 4 years of their lives. Susan Simon shares how the UW is offering a variety of virtual events to make this commitment a little easier.
College tours and experiences have been different since the start of the pandemic. Not only have current college students been affected, but future ones have been too.
It definitely made it, I think, a lot more stressful compared to other years.
Unable to visit university campuses and see student life, high school students rely on virtual activities to get a sense of their potential new home.
I obviously didn't get to see the student life or go to a football game, or just see how it would normally be on a campus. It was really weird in that aspect.
Although students can't experience the university firsthand, many events have been put in place to give them the information and resources to make the best decision. According to Rachel Tachi, UW-Madison is offering 132 online events throughout the year in efforts to give students the best experience possible.
Our campus has come together, embraced the virtual experience, and is really offering a tremendous amount of information and resources, and it's live and in the moment.
UW-Madison is offering virtual admission information sessions, bi-weekly student panels, advising, and more.
It can be discouraging if you can't physically visit a space, but UW-Madison is providing a lot of opportunities for these students to still experience what UW-Madison will be like for them in ways that weren't possible before.
That was Susan Simon reporting. For information on events being held, see visitbucky.wisc.edu and info.wisc.edu. And Dana joins us now with a look at your first warn forecast.
We've had a lot of good news in the weather office recently, with temperatures staying in a pretty mild spot. Snow still on the ground. It's still winter outside, but it's been nice to not see temperatures in the single digits. Now, our high temps for the next several days are going to stay above freezing. Our next chance for a little snow to build in will be Friday night into early Saturday, and overall the 10-day really includes more sunshine than cloud coverage. Radar right now is quiet for us overnight. We should have a pretty clear sky as we head into your Thursday morning. Temperature-wise, we'll drop to about 20 for overnight lows in the upper teens for us for early on Thursday. Thursday afternoon, though, highs will be in the mid to upper 30s, so another afternoon pretty close to average, but it'll feel nice outside with that sun and a light breeze expected through the afternoon. Our next chance again for that light snow builds in late in the day Friday. So early Friday morning, we're still partly sunny. Temperatures in the afternoon will be in the mid to upper 30s. Will start to become mostly cloudy overnight, with that chance for light snow really picking up once we get closer to midnight. Does look like this is going to stay a snow event, but temperature-wise will be pretty close to freezing Friday night into early Saturday. And as we take a bigger look at this, you can see that freezing line, the mixing line, passes right over southern Wisconsin. So I wouldn't be surprised if some areas right along the Wisconsin-Illinois state line might see a little rain mixing in, but much of that rain stays to the south. Snow chances north of the Dells. This passes through into early Saturday morning, but throughout the day on Saturday, we're back to sunshine. So the event doesn't linger into our weekend. And anything that does fall really isn't going to stick around for long, and we aren't looking at much accumulation anyway. Anywhere from 1 to 2 inches for areas north of the Dells could be possible, but much of us seeing just trace amounts. And high temps on Saturday with some sunshine will be climbing to the low 40s. So again, anything that does fall not at risk for having to get that cleaned up for Saturday. Looking at our precipitation outlook and our 6 to 10-day outlook, and very likely that we'll be in this dry spot that lines up with our 10-day, and that besides that snow chance Friday night, we really don't have any other opportunities to see much precipitation built in. And our 6 to 10-day and 8 to 14-day outlook, likely that our temperatures will continue to trend above average. We'll be in a little bit of a warm spell as we look towards the end of that 10-day. It'll be nice with some sunshine to start to move towards a more spring-like pattern. Still winter, still in that February spell for us. Overnight lows will be dropping over the next several days. Tomorrow, 36 the high with sunshine. A light chance for snow Friday night into Saturday morning. Again, Saturday afternoon, high temperatures will be in the low 40s. So anything that does fall will not be sticking, in that 42-degree high for Saturday is just going to continue to eat away at the snowpack that we have on the ground. For next week, overall, more sun than clouds, and high temperatures will generally start to trend warmer each day. Towards the end of the week, we'll be back near 40 degrees for afternoon highs, and those overnight lows will be dropping below freezing for us through the 10-day.
That is much better than the first half of February.
I knew you'd be a fan. Yes.
I like that. Dana, thank you, and we'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ooh, how much are these?
2 as low as $59.95.
I'll take them all. I'll mark them up at least 10 times.
I'm sorry, but your card was declined.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
At GHC, we want you to be safer at home. We have more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
Stanton Optical is always here for you with our safe telehealth technology. You can just walk in for an eye exam whenever you need one. And your eye exam is free when you buy 2 pair of glasses for as low as $59.95. Find your nearest store at StantonOptical.com or call 1-800-STANTON.
News 3 Now this morning continues to highlight area businesses in the 608 for Winter Restaurant Week. Thursday morning, an inside look at one of the area's newest restaurants serving up American comfort food with regional touches. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
Hunters and trappers have blown past Wisconsin's wolf kill target, forcing an early end to the hunting season. The DNR opened the hunting season for wolves Monday. It was supposed to run through Sunday. The department reported this afternoon that 162 wolves had already been killed. That exceeds the target of 119. Hunters and trappers also exceeded state targets during the 2012, 2013, and 2014 wolf seasons. Big Ten Conference has announced game times and where to watch for the 2021 men's basketball tournament, the postseason Big Ten tournament, happening March 10th through 14th. Lucas Oil Stadium down in Indianapolis. Seating still to be determined, and the Big Ten Network will televise the first 10 games. CBS Sports will broadcast the semifinals and the championship game.
The Bucks play the Pelicans at home tomorrow, and today the NBA announced the second half of the season after the All-Star break. Starting March 11th, the Bucks have 17 home games and 19 away, with the last regular season game scheduled for May 16th in Chicago. Postseason begins May 18th, with the NBA playoffs scheduled to start May 22nd. Golf legend Tiger Woods is awake and responsive after suffering severe leg injuries in a car crash yesterday. Doctors put a rod in his right leg and used screws and pins to stabilize his ankle and foot. His road to recovery is expected to last for months. Investigators say Woods' seatbelt likely saved his life. How and why he lost control of the vehicle are still unclear.
Dana has a final check of the forecast.
Mild temperatures for the next few days, sunshine as well. Our only opportunity really for light snow will be Friday night into early Saturday.
All right, Dana, thanks. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
And we'll see you back here at 10.